Hi there, all you wonderful people. So today I will try to elucidate the Walter de la Mare classic poem, If I Were Lord of Tartary. Before I get to doing that, let me talk about the theme of the poem. So in this poem, the poet imagines himself to be the lord of a rich and fertile imaginary land called Tartary, where every desirable item is available. The poet relates himself with great kings and lords of the past through great pomp and show. So this is the underlying theme of the poem. But the central idea of the poem is based on imagination. It's the poet's pure imagination. So let's move on to the first stanza of the poem. If I were Lord of Tartary, myself and me alone, my bed should be of ivory, of beaten gold my throne. So ivory is got from the tusks of elephants and is supposed to be pretty expensive. So his bed will be made of ivory and his throne would be made of gold. And in my court should peacocks flaunt. Flaunt is to show off. And what would they show off? They would show off their pretty feathers. And in my forest tigers haunt. Haunt is to frequent a place. So the tigers in the forest will be seen hunting for their prey. And in my pools great fishes slant their fins athwart the sun. So in the waters the fishes will slant their fins so as to be diagonally opposite to the rays of the sun. And because of this, the fish will look shimmery and glittery in the water. So this is a simplification of the first stanza. In this poem, the poet Walter de la Mare considers himself to be the Lord of Tartary. The land Tartary is a fantasy land with all the luxuries that the poet wants to enjoy as a king of Tartary. He says that as the king of Tartary, he would have a bed made of ivory and a throne made of gold. He says there would be peacocks dancing in his court, the forest will have tigers hunting the animals, and the fish will glitter in the water as their fins shine due to the rays of the sun. Now let's slowly move on to the second stanza. If I were Lord of Tartary, trumpeters every day, to all my meals should summon me, and in my courtyards bray. So the poet says that if he were the Lord of Tartary, then the trumpeters would call him for his meal. Summon is to call. Would call him for his meals, and in my courtyards bray. Now bray over here is referred to as the loud laughter. It refers to the exuberance in the court. And in the evening, lamps should shine, yellow as honey, red as wine. So here, this is a simile wherein the light that comes from the evening lamps is compared to yellow as honey, red as wine. While harp and flute and mandolin made music sweet and gay. So all these musical instruments will be played in the evening and the whole atmosphere will be so pleasing. So the poet says that if he were the Lord of Tartary, he would be invited to his meal by trumpeters. In the evening, red and yellow lamps would be shining, which would look like honey and wine, while the harp, flute and mandolin will play pleasing music, which will make everything so pleasant and nice. Now let's move on to the third stanza. If I were Lord of Tartary, I'd wear a robe of beads, white and gold and green they'd be, and small and thick as seeds. So as the Lord of Tartary, he would wear a robe which is made of gold beads. And these beads would be white, they would be gold or green in color, and they would be as small and thick as seeds. and ere should wane the morning star. So much before the morning star disappears, the Lord of Tartary will wear his robe and scimitar. Now scimitar is a sword, a short sword, and it has a curved blade. So he would wear his robe, carry a scimitar, and zebras 7 draw my car through Tartary's dark glades. So he will then get into his chariot, which will be driven by 7 zebras, and they will pass through Tartary's dark glades. Now, glades is a word that is no longer used in modern English. It refers to a small area in the forest. So the Lord of Tartary will wear his robe, which has golden beads, would carry his scimitar, and then get into his chariot, which is driven by 7 zebras, and move into the dark glades of Tartary. As the king of his land, he says that he would wear a grand robe adorned with golden beads. He would hold a curved sword and would go round his realm. Realm is territory, riding a chariot with 7 zebras pulling it. Now let's now move on to the final stanza of this beautiful poem. Lord of the fruits of Tartary, her rivers silver pale, Lord of the hills of Tartary, glen, thicket, wood and dale. So he says that he's going to be the Lord of everything in Tartary. He'll be the Lord of the fruits that grow in Tartary, Lord of those beautiful rivers, Lord of the hills. He'll be the Lord of valleys or woods or forests. Her flashing stars, her scented breeze. He'll be Lord of those beautiful stars, the scented breeze, the breeze that blows because of those beautiful flowers that are blooming. Her trembling lakes like foamless seas. So the lakes, the seas, all this will belong to the Lord of Tartary. Her bird delighting citron trees in every purple vale. So on those citron trees, the birds will sing. Everything in the Purple Valley. He calls Tartary a purple valley because the nature is so beautiful over there. So the entire nature will belong to him. The poet wants to be the master of everything in his land. He would be the owner of all the things like fruits, rivers, valleys, forests, clouds, air, mountains and flowers of Tartary. The birds, the lakes and the trees would be in his possession. So this is the poem If I Were Lord of Tartary by Walter de la Mare, and I've tried to simplify it for you. I hope it helps you. So before I wind off, let me leave you with this beautiful reflection. Every person on this earth wants to be the master of a land that will solely belong to him. All the treasures of the land will be his. He will be the king. Try searching for that land in your heart, the heart that belongs to you, acts as per your instructions, and loves unconditionally. Be the master of this land and see what a wonderful world you create. Goodbye and take good care of yourselves.